Everywhere around the world, they come into America. Every time that flag's unfurled, they come into America.
Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon, and I'm not going to ask you to guess who I have with me because probably everybody knows because this gentleman is so well known in Las Vegas. Since I've been here, I've known him. Absolutely amazing. Of course, I call him my Neal Diamond of Las Vegas, and his name is Rob Garrett as well. So we've got a couple of things, Rob Garrett, but we're going to call you today. He is Neal Diamond. You are amazing. Now, to survive in this town and to do what you're doing, you've got to be above, and above. You've got to be really great. So we know how great you are. Has it been a...
I'll take that. I'm not, if she's waiting for an argument, I'm not going to give her. Thank you for saying that.
But also what you do, you are always out there. You are always sort of presenting yourself. You're always dressed. You're always friendly. Is that what it takes?
And I've also lived here for 42 years, going on 43 years.
So you came here when you were like a year old?
Yeah. See, as much as I love you, I just love you even better. Right? But I was young. Mom and Dad brought me out here.
They brought you
from New York, talking about New York City.
Yep, New York, yes, because the last gentleman, Mickey J, he was from New York, and he's very well known, and he's done very, very well. And I'm got my eye on his chain. I think he nearly dropped dead when I said it was 18-carat chain. He said, "How do you know?"
Oh, I don't know. It was beautiful.
I don't know. But anyway, so has it been a struggle for you? Because I haven't seen it because I've only known you for 4 years, but you've been out here a long time. To build this reputation up, to let people know, to be reliable, because a lot of people in this town are not reliable.
It has absolutely been a struggle. I mean, going back, I started performing. I told you I was living here for 43 years. I've been performing in Vegas as for 36. Not necessarily as Neal Diamond, because I had a band for 15. Neal Diamond's going on about 22
years.
Yeah.
When did you realize that you were sort of like him and sang like him, and not only that, you look like him? I mean, it's amazing.
Because as I mentioned, I had a band for 15 years, and I did a lot of his stuff in my band, and in my group I would try to, whoever I was singing, whatever song, it was a cover band, so whatever songs I was singing, I would try my best to make it sound like the artist that was, we were doing the song for. But it was the Neal Diamond impression that got the most attention. People, I heard for so many years, people would say, "God, when you sing Neal Diamond, you sound just like him." So they would say, you should be in Legends in Concert. So it took me a long time to make the decision to become a impersonator. So which is today is called a tribute artist.
A tribute artist now, but which is a better name for it actually.
And I finally in '95 made that decision that I'm gonna try this impersonator thing, and I auditioned for Legends and I got the job and never looked back. I worked for them for about 5 years, and then I said, this guy is way too big to be doing just. And too popular just to be doing 18 or 20 minutes on a stage.
So you decided to go on your own,
right?
Which is a pretty risky thing to do.
And it wasn't like it was instant success. It really wasn't until the last 5-6 years that.
Since I've been out here,
right?
I made him famous.
That things have kicked in for me.
Yes, and I've noticed that. I've noticed them. And then you also have the young lady that you're with. Does she ever have any part of your show? Or?
Not anymore. She doesn't.
She doesn't. Oh, not anymore. That sounds rather tricky. It sounds like she may not be around.
She's not around.
She's not around.
I'm sure we didn't say a name, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't drop names.
We didn't say a name, so
it could be anybody out there.
It could be anybody. Right, but no.
So now I understand that you are going to be performing at South Point this coming weekend, and you're there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday show is what time does that start?
All three shows start at 7:30.
7:30.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday. Oh, how amazing! And I also understood, little birdie told me that he's sold out. So I don't know if anybody wants any tickets or anything.
It's sold out. It's sold out on Sunday, and the other 2 nights are going really well, and we're expecting by the weekend all three of them.
Everything will be all gone. Absolutely.
It'll be gone.
How excited are you about this? I mean, because that's a pretty big hotel. I mean, that's amazing.
And I'm very excited because they really, considering that it's considered a local casino, even though they, about 75% locals and 25% tourists. That's my guess. That's my estimation. They really went all out for me, and they have computer signs by the airport with my picture on it, and they've done radio ads. So
You deserve every minute of it. But believe me, this guy deserves every minute.
No, thank you. I'm not used to getting that from a local casino. So South Point, God, thank you for doing that all for me. I mean, I never expected it, and they're great. I love that place. Going on 4 years now at that point.
And that's on the 11th,
It's from the 10th to the 12th.
10th, 11th, 12th at the South Point Casino, starting at 7:30.
Yes.
You're going to see Neal Diamond. You will not be surprised after what you look like and everything else. Now I did ask him if he would a cappella a little bit for me.
And then we had a request. You asked me if I would do a cappella, and someone asked for America.
Yes. So we got a cappella, and now you're going to sing a couple of lines.
Yeah, I can do
Go,
that.
do that.
Yeah, I have to get myself.
Get yourself all wound up there.
Everywhere around the world, they come into America. Every time that flag's unfurled, they come into America. Got a dream to take them there. They come into America. Got a dream they've come to share. They come into America. How's that?
I love it. Isn't that amazing? I mean, woo!
I stayed in key too. Stayed in pitch.
How long is your performance? 100 minutes?
About 100 minutes.
100 minutes?
Yeah.
God, that's long.
Yeah, but here's what I figure. He's 76 years old, and he's doing 2.5 hours. At 76, if he can do
Is he
2 hours.
76 already?
Mm-hmm. And he's on tour now. He's on tour in a month from now.
Wow.
He's doing a 50-city tour. First time he's not listed a Vegas date.
Why?
I don't know.
He's leaving the Vegas state.
He's
That's
leaving
for you.
That's
for you. He doesn't
that's,
want to invade.
That's what we're gonna go with. Okay.
He doesn't want to invade your territory.
We're gonna go with that. Because I'm thinking the same thing.
Now,
I'm hoping.
does he obviously knows about you.
He knows about me.
Do you ever talk to him, or do you ever have a conversation? Does he?
Believe it or not, in all these years I've been doing this, me and him have never. He's fully aware of what I do. I know his musicians really well, a lot of them, but we have never met face to face.
So I'm going to ask you, Neal Diamond. I've met many people out there, a lot of people I've
Neal.
met. And Neal, maybe get in touch with Neal Diamond. There's two of you out there. We know you're the original. We know that. We know you're absolutely amazing. You're wonderful. And for Rob Garrett to take you on is something that is unbelievable because.
I'm taking you on, Neal.
Yeah, taking you on. But I think you two should meet. So I hope you see this. If you do see it, hey, get in touch with him because he doesn't know how to get in touch with you. Though I happen to know where he lives in Los Angeles because he bought a friend of mine's apartment.
An apartment?
A condo actually.
Oh, okay.
Condominium. He bought a condominium, and it's a beautiful condominium.
No, I know he used to live in Malibu. His main home, by the way, is right out of Aspen, Colorado. But he has his studio. Yeah. So what part of California?
This was in Westwood, near Westwood, Bel Air. It's all in that kind of area. He bought this condominium, and it's so I can find you.
Yeah, and he does start a tour in April in Fresno. So I get to be the prelude.
There you go.
I get to be the prelude to his tour.
Absolutely, you're amazing. What would you like to tell your audience out there? And also the younger generation of going into the music industry, just a little.
Okay, well, I'll answer one at a time. As far as my audience, I want to say thank you guys. I love you guys for being so loyal and attending all my shows, and they sell out. And I couldn't do it alone without you guys. And they just keep coming back, and they bring friends and so forth. So I never get tired of doing this. I love my audience. Some of them I know personally, and some of them not so much.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm one of them.
And as far as new people get into the business, I always say the same thing. I mean, I've been performing here in Vegas for 36 years, and this is my input, that if you don't want to do it more than anything else in the world, and it's not important enough, and you don't want to devote 125% to it, and as far as being a performer, and it doesn't have to be an impersonator, any kind of performer. If you're not ready to devote 125% and put everything else to the side, then don't bother, because
that's what it takes.
Right. Yeah. And I did the same thing when I knew I wanted to be a performer and had nothing to do with Neal Diamond. Everything else took a back step, a sidestep. Took a sidestep. Girls, everything took a sidestep. And this.
Well, I don't know about the girl part.
No. Well, that part
sure
that part came eventually, but I really was disciplined, and I was just concentrating on this. I guess it's like going to college,
Yeah, same thing. He said one beautiful word: discipline. You have to discipline yourself.
And passion.
And passion. Or whatever you do,
And
or
passion.
whatever you do, take it 100%.
125%
on that. Neal Diamond, Las Vegas. Thank you so much for coming on my show.
Thank you.
He's amazing as
always
usual.
love
Don't forget to reach out to him, and don't forget, he's going to be sharing everything, so we get you out there. Don't forget the South Point this weekend, 7:30. He'll be there. Take care.
Today.
I love it.